In this video, we'll derive a formula for the angle between two lines in a coordinate plane. But first, we need to talk about slope. Slope of a line is generally given as a ratio of rise to run. But here is another way to look at the slope. So if I have a line that makes an angle alpha with the x-axis, then I can define the slope of this line as tan alpha. Now, of course, this is true only if the unit lengths are same on both x and y axis. So assuming that this is the definition of slope of a line, is tan of the angle it makes. And you can see tan alpha is simply the rise over run. Tan alpha is opposite over adjacent, but that's the same as rise over run. So now if you have two lines in the coordinate plane that intersect. So say I have one line that goes like that and another line that goes like this. So say this is, or maybe I should use two different colors. Let's do that on a separate sheet of paper. So I have line L1 in blue and line L2 I'm going to draw in red. So this is line L2. Line L1 makes an angle alpha and say line L2 makes an angle beta. And I'm interested in knowing the angle between these two lines. So what would be the angle between these two lines? So this angle or this angle, they are the same because they are vertical angles. So this is the angle that I'm interested in. And notice that alpha is exterior angle to this triangle. So whatever this angle is, when you add beta to it, it's going to be alpha. So an exterior angle will be sum of the two internal opposite angles. So this angle is really alpha minus beta. So I want to know what alpha minus beta is going to be. So L1, let's say L1 has slope m1 and L2 has slope m2. So let's write down. Since L1 has slope m1, I know tan alpha. L1 is making angle alpha. So this is the slope of L1, which is m1. And tan beta is the slope of L2. So that's going to be m2. Now if I want to know alpha minus beta, let's go ahead and find out tan of alpha minus beta. So from the difference formulas, you probably know tan of alpha minus beta is going to be a fraction where the numerator looks as though you're distributing tan. So your numerator is going to be tan alpha minus tan beta, and your denominator is 1 plus tan alpha tan beta. So if you want to know alpha minus beta, you just apply tan inverse on both sides. So alpha minus beta equals tan inverse of that quantity. But look, this quantity is nothing but m1, tan alpha is m1, tan beta is m2 divided by 1 plus m1, m2. So that's the formula for angle between two lines. And notice, if m1 is equal to m2, you're going to get 0 here in the numerator. And tan inverse 0 is 0. So same slopes means the angle between them is 0 or they are going to be parallel. Now, if your slopes are aligned in this way, 1 plus m1 m2 is equal to 0, then you have 0 in the denominator, and that would tell you that this quantity is undefined. And where is tan undefined? At 90 degrees. So whenever 1 plus m1 m2 is 0 or m1 m2 equals negative 1, then those two lines are perpendicular.